animals into a sleep, which is the brother of death. Now, this is in some of the books like the Kabbalah. They teach, when you go into the mystery of the word remember. Amen. So what he had to do, because the opposite of remember is not just forget, but it's to dismember it. So he dismembered Noah from himself, because he was the death angel. And then when all of that was over, he put them in an ark of covering. They were in hibernation. They were all in a sleep. Amen. They would have had chaos on the ark. So he put them all in a sleep. He dismembered them, put them into hibernation. Look at the wisdom of God. Dismembered them until he finished his work. So it means that sometime God will just forget about you and dismember you until he's through with his judgment. Then he remembers. Amen. And so then God remembered Noah and the family. He remembered them in the ark. Amen. So when we begin to understand God, amen, in this light, we begin to see that Noah and the family, God begins to literally somehow remove them out of his consciousness. And he can do that because he is God. And then God brought back and remembered Noah and his family. So Noah had to deal with creatures. Amen. David got a creature manifesting for him and spun a web to hide him from Saul. Jesus mastered this art. They needed tax money. So he says, listen, Jesus was always preaching and ministering to fish. As a matter of fact, he did a whole lot of miracles with fish. You have to understand the age he was in. And so when you understand the age that Jesus was in, amen, that's why the bishop's mitre looked like the mouth of a fish. That's why the Christians drew the sign of the fish. See, I know. No, this tape will not be for. So it will only be sold to those that are here today that want to grab. They made the sign of the fish. Why? It's because they were in that age that Jesus was born, which was the age of Pisces. So he worked miracles all the time. I will make you fishers of men. Come here, fishermen. See, he didn't work against the orderly arrangement he understood what age it was and redeemed it unto God. We toiled all night long. Well, I'm the God of this age. Let your nets down. Listen. We toiled all night, Master, but nevertheless at your word. And because he said, let the net down, those creatures were waiting to manifest for the Son of God. So they all just started swimming. It says, the Son of God is here. We've got to manifest. We've been groaning and travailing in the sea for this moment. And so every fish, I believe, started...